What is up, YouTube? So I wanted to jump in before this video and let y'all know we are still doing a sample giveaway of this George T Stag right here to our first 250 subscribers. All you got to do is go over to our George T Stag review video. You got to be a subscriber, you got to like and comment on that video. And as soon as we hit 250 subscribers, that giveaway will shut down. We will enter everybody that entered into a random generator, and we will reach out once we have a winner drawn. This has been amazing. Our first, 6-7 weeks here on YouTube. The support that you guys have shown us, the love that you guys have shown us has been absolutely amazing. From coming over to like TikTok and Instagram over to YouTube here, it's been a little bit of a learning curve, and me and Nate have tried to put a little bit more of our authentic selves out there. We're batching these videos, if you can't tell. So the deeper that we get into the day of us filming, it gets a little more rough and we get a little bit more inebriated, let's just say. So doing this has been a great just release for us, and like us being able to put ourselves out there, and the support that you guys show us has just been absolutely wonderful. So truly appreciate it. So we wanted to do something cool to our first 250 subscribers, like the OGs that have been here from the beginning. We just truly appreciate it. So I wanted to jump in here, let y'all know, go over there, like, subscribe, comment on that video, and you have a chance to win a almost 3-ounce pour of George T Stag 2024. So truly appreciate it. Let's get into this video. It's a little rough because it was the second to last video that we filmed that day. So let's get into it. Thank you. We're everything in the barrel. I'm Andrew, this is Nate.
Hello.
Just your catchphrase. Hello! It's just a catchphrase.
Also that and boy howdy. But yeah, so you don't know what these are other than they're both ryes.
So they are ryes.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, they're both ryes.
Yep, those are ryes.
Thank you. Oh, heavenly one.
This is chocolate.
No, it's whiskey.
Is this the Krusty Krab? No! This is Patrick!
On the nose, it's like a chocolate-covered cherry.
I will also have you know, so this is the one that I wanted to pour for the longest time. I poured one and poured it back in the bottle when I started. The glasses are over there, they're dry.
Huh.
And I did a third one. So this is the impromptu one. This is the one that I wanted. And by wanted, I mean wanted to actually review. And I changed my mind literally at the last second.
Interesting. Okay. This is a chocolate-covered cherry to me, or a chocolate-covered red fruit of some kind.
Yeah, it's very chocolatey. I will give you that. Chocolate is like the first and second note. On the nose, anyway.
I'm confused on what you poured now.
But yeah, no, very chocolatey. So like, when we started talking so Scotch, like Signet, that is like the dessert Scotch. That's like chocolated, just decadent.
This is a dessert rye.
Yes.
And I get that on the nose.
Uh-huh. It's been a while since I've had this, and that's partly why I'm like, let's do a rye blind. And you're like, okay. I'm like, perfect.
Woo! That went down.
I would hope so. You want to elaborate for the rest of the glass before you down the entire glass?
It was spicier than I expected.
That's rye. You didn't expect some rye spice in there? Or?
I expected it, but that was a little bit more punchy than I expected.
So, it's a punchy as in proofiness, or punchy as in spice?
Spice.
Okay.
Rye spice.
You get anything?
But
you get any of that chocolate note in the?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So it's not just on the nose. God, hopefully you still have that rye on your shelf. It's not one that I pulled out of randomness in my bag. God, that would just throw you for a loop.
That would. Mm-hmm. Huh. Like, it's a chocolate. It's like an artificial cherry. It's not like a medicinal cherry.
Is it complementing, or is it because the chocolate's burying the cherry? Which is it?
It's a compliment.
Okay. So you do appreciate the cherry when it complements other things. Because the chocolate's not complementing the cherry is complementing the chocolate for you in this instance.
Yeah.
I feel that's a distinction we actually have to state openly.
Yeah.
Because if you do like the cherry, you personally and your palate,
Yep.
that it's because it complements something else. Not that something complements the cherry, is that the cherry complements something else.
Okay, so it's the medicinal cherry, like a fucking Robitussin cherry.
The beyond fake cherry.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I swear this is cherry, except it's Band-Aid.
A cough drop cherry.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
This is like, it's an artificial cherry, but it's like what are those good like cherries that we use for old fashions? They come in like that nice
Maraschino?
No, not maraschino. Those are like the bright red. I'm talking like the darker red. Like almost brown.
I don't know.
I can't remember what those cherries
We'll
are.
post it on like future
Sure.
you.
Sure.
He'll make fun of us. It's fine.
Yep. Future me will make fun of us.
He's a dumbass.
It's a darker, still real cherry, but still fake. If that makes sense.
I wouldn't say necessarily fake. This is probably the realest. Why the hell are we just hyper focusing on cherry? But of course, you're also
It's what I'm picking.
You're hyper focused. Okay.
I can't pick up anything on two because of that note.
Anytime we talk about cherry, though, especially with you, it's either a love or a hate. But usually when it's a love, it's complementing something else. This is very much more dessert
Yep.
than this.
Yeah.
Like hands down.
Yeah.
So 1, desserty. 2, about typical.
I wouldn't
It's a rye.
I wouldn't even say this is typical. This is
In comparison to 1. This is me just giving you chaos, and this is slightly revenge for...
the 107 blind.
Yup.
Yep.
This isn't full power revenge, but this is enough to make you question your life a little bit.
What the fuck did you pour for me?
That's the question, isn't it? What in the rye world would have a cherry chocolate note for you? This is the fun part. Make you question your fucking life. All right, forget 1. What's 2? What's 2 saying to you? This is a lot more on par for what rye is. Of what if we just grabbed a rye?
It's still muted.
It's muted.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like it.
I'm not saying I don't like it.
Okay.
But as far as like a typical rye for me, I feel like it's still not like I've had spicier ryes.
So, because it's not spicy means it's bad? What does a rye mean to you? I feel like I'm a therapist. What does that mean? How did that make you feel? I really just want you to question your fucking reality at this point.
So there's some rye spice. It's not as like I feel like it's not as high of a rye spice. That's just what I'm picking up on. And I could be wrong. But it's either a lower proof or it's not as high of a mash bill of rye. And it's one of those two things. Because there's not a lot of linger. There's not a lot of finish.
Well, but we've also had some high proof stuff. You're like, oh God, what some of our friends and family go like, oh, that's a woof factor. And then it immediately fades.
Yeah.
Like it's a punch in the face,
But there's
fucking just Band-Aid, nothing, and then it
none
just
of
falls
that.
off.
There's none of that. Like, you get the initial spice, but it's not like a spike. It's, yeah, I'm here.
What do you think the proof is? On both of them. I mean, do you think they're comparable, or do you think there's a pretty big distinction? Distinction, whatever.
93 to 96
For one.
for one.
Okay, and what do you think 2 is? Are they the same, or are they different?
95 to 100.
That's it?
That's, yeah. So 93 to 96, 95 to 100.
Okay. Which one do you like the most in terms of nose?
Nose. Okay, so overall, nose, palate, finish, A's the winner.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because there's more going on with it.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot more going on.
there's a lot
I would
more-
agree with that.
and it's going to be a finished rye. Like, because there's flavors in there that you just can't get, like, just on rye alone. Mm-hmm. It's finished in something. It has to be. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but it has to be finished in something.
Okay.
This, yeah, it's a little bit more stereotypical, but it's just, I don't know, there's just not enough there for me.
What would you... Now, I'm really going to make you put on the spot.
Okay.
What would you pay bottle-wise for...
Bottle-wise?
Bottle-wise for this?
For B?
For
Two,
two,
B.
whatever the hell we're calling this.
$60 to $75. Yeah, okay. That's absolutely fair. So, what did I say, 95 to 100?
It's 100 proof.
Yeah, it's 100 proof. It's bottled and bond.
Okay, cool. Now, what do you think the fuck that is now? Knowing that that's that.
I still don't know. It's a finished rye. Mm-hmm. So, okay. This, I'm happy with. Because I would not pay secondary for this.
MSRP?
80 bucks, 90 bucks. Mm-hmm. So, close. But I mean, even still a couple of years ago, it was cheaper. Like, everything's gone up.
Yeah, but still,
I mean-
it hits the mark.
Yeah.
It's still a rye, it hits some different things.
Yeah. But I've always said with E.H. Taylor, rye, the ryes anyways, it's a good rye, but it's not anything special.
The uncut, unfiltered, that's something that you really...
The barrel proof rye.
The barrel proof rye.
I wasn't even impressed with that.
See, I thought you liked that much more. So I'm like, I'm just going to take this. I'm just going to do the 100, stand alone, and see how that can compares. It's still good. I mean, I'd be very happy to have this.
Yeah, it's good, but as far as like a traditional, there's not much. It's a bourbon drinker's rye, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No,
Because there's not a lot of spike and jump and variation and play, whatever. But I'm curious, what's it?
okay, so give me the proof again.
93 to 96.
Okay. How much would you spend for that for a bottle? Knowing that is that.
90 bucks?
That's it?
That's it. Okay. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That chocolate note. Okay.
I love Angles Envy for a lot of the stuff they do, but their rye is phenomenal.
Yeah. I did not even place this in my head.
No?
It's been such a long time since I revisited this.
Yep. Both of us.
Yeah. This is one that I would put up there as a need to revisit bottle.
Mm-hmm. We haven't.
We haven't in a long time.
So I'm like, you know what? So this is the one that I wanted to try. I was going to do the...
What is this finished in? Rum cask or something?
Shit, I don't know.
Caribbean rum cask, yeah.
Cool. Well, your memory's way better than I am.
And yeah, that's
That actually is surprising how well that actually complements that.
now that I know what it is, like it's clicking back in my mind. Like some of those like fucking neurons are reconnecting and everything. It's just like, yeah, why the fuck did I not know that that's that chocolate milk?
We're doing great. I really like that.
Yeah.
That's one. And I've seen it in a couple different places, and I've passed up on it again. I'm like, nah, Andrew still has one. And we haven't gone to it, but we just don't talk about it a lot.
We
but
don't.
I really like it.
It's,
This is a forgotten favorite. For me, this is a forgotten favorite.
yeah. Like, so it's not up there for me. Like you could put other ryes up there against it for me. Against, I think you did really well, like trying to test me against the E.H. Taylor rye.
This
is one of my least favorite ryes on the market.
I was gonna do the Boo Rye. And then I'm like, nah, he's gonna get,
yeah.
So I'm like, that's why I'm like, nah, we're
The High West Boo Rye?
Yep, I was gonna stop
Were you
it
gonna
right
pour
there.
the 18 or the 15?
That
one?
yeah.
The 15? Okay.
Yep, I was gonna do the 15.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, and so I'm like,
Yeah, that
maybe
would have
not.
been a little bit easier for me to.
Yep. So I was like, I wanted to make it somewhat of a challenge, but I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, you know. So I went with the Tater.
Yeah. You did good.
Well, and proof wise, because I generally thought for some reason that
What is the proof on
it's
that?
100.
Oh,
thought,
is it?
Yeah, it's 100. But when I first picked this, I'm like, oh, well, this is like 90. It's 100.
So they're both 100.
They're both 100. But when I was first in my mind thinking, oh, I got to do this, I'm thinking this is 90.
Yeah.
Nope, it's 100. So I'm like, oh God, and so then this is also 100. So I'm like, let's do that.
Cool.
Well, they're completely different in terms of everything.
I mean, it's a finished versus unfinished.
Yeah, but in terms of it's not that. It's not like $50, $200 bottle or vice versa.
No.
But at the same point in time, so you still got the same proof.
Yeah.
They're different. They're both rye. They're both 100. So there's commonality there to where, good God, even to finish. Again, we're finish horse, but because of what this is finished in, that palate finish.
Yeah. Rum casts impact a lot.
And it did the nose. I forgot the nose was that
Desserty?
much. Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, and knowing that it's rum, you're like, okay, it's rum. But I'm trying to put that out. When you said chocolate, I'm like, yeah, I can see that's chocolate. That's like just full bore.
Yeah. So I mean, an MSRP on this is about $90 now. 80 to $90.
I actually haven't
It's
looked
dropped
lately.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like. So I mean, I'm not realistically like it's what I pay for it. It's not bad at that price point.
And that's not to say that you have to find bottles that are like, oh, you think it's going to be 120, then it's actually 90.
Yeah.
You're trying to mentally get. If it is what it is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
People seek out the
happy.
taters so much.
yeah. And
That-
this is
that-
just
and you
this
can
is
find this on the
readily
shelf. Oh God.
readily available
Yep.
at most liquor stores.
And people just pass it up.
Yeah.
I've passed it up, and I'm like, you know what? We need to crack that open.
Well, I
again.
still have half a bottle, so there's that.
There's that. But still, it's again. I couldn't remember the last time we sat down and tried it. For me, this is one of the forgotten favorites.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a fun blind.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy.
Food
Thanks,
for
buddy.
thought. Yeah. Well, like I said, kind of just goes to show with perception and everything else that you can go out and find some stuff that is very sought after, but there are things sitting on the shelf that
Are very good.
are very good or
Yeah.
very comparable.
Yeah. Very happy with this one. All right. Well, that was a fun little blind. So, thanks for tuning in. Catch you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
That was I haven't revisited that.
No, it's
Such a good bottle. It is.